Known for its picturesque landscapes and rich cultural heritage, Kerala made a triumphant return to the World Economic Forum. The vision was very clear for the state of Kerala to position itself on the global stage and also to drive investments for the upcoming Global Investors Summit in Kochi. In this segment, let's explore how Kerala is looking for investments, especially in the biotech and medtech sectors. Let's hear it directly from the Chief Secretary of Government of Kerala, Sharda Muralidharan. Do you try and stress more about the startups where not really much has been spoken about? If you could throw some light on in terms of where, I believe that's an emerging sector, right? Where does the strength of Kerala lie?
In the startup economy, Kerala actually is doing fabulously great. We are one of the best startup ecosystems of the country. We have been acknowledged to be so not only for India but also in Asia and on the global scenario. We've had MIT set up its very first super accelerator lab outside of MIT, outside of the USA in Kerala.
Okay. So what exactly are you driving here in terms of Kerala's investment climate to the investors down here at the Davos, the promenade?
Now, what Kerala is trying to do is to bring to the attention of the world that Kerala is a good place to invest in, that Kerala looks at sustainable development, that Kerala is robust as far as business reforms is concerned, that there are certain strengths of Kerala that have all been coming together in terms of its network in infrastructural capability, in human resources, in terms of the parks, the very specific centers of excellence that have been developed, the R&D facilities, the lab testing facilities, all of these are and the opportunities that have been coming in with the industries corridor, with Palakkad coming in as part of as the industrial hub, the transshipment port in Vizhinjam. So there are many things which are just falling together, coming into place right now. So Kerala therefore offers an opportunity which it had not been in a position to offer before.
The strong emphasis on sustainability and that of course also aligns with the WEF, right? The goal of WEF and what they're exactly looking at from the states or different countries for that matter. Now here, as far as Kerala is concerned, one of the major concerns for a lot of investors have always been, and has always been a topic of discussion as well, in terms of how Kerala as a state is ecologically sensitive. Now how exactly or what is the role that the Kerala government is playing to ensure you can try and accommodate in terms of a robust infrastructure? You can have a thriving hub there. So what is the government doing on that front?
Yes, so Kerala was a pioneer in responsible tourism.
Yes.
Kerala continues to pioneer in responsible business as well. So the whole ecosystem of Kerala is about doing ethical, sustainable, responsible business. It is, and part of that has perhaps come out of the fact that Kerala, yes, is an ecologically, it's been an area that has been hit by floods, by landslides, and therefore nobody understands the need for resilience better than us.
Okay. So I have to really ask you this question. Kerala's made a comeback of nearly after 2 decades, right? And I believe that like you pointed out now, we have a lot to show now, much more, as compared to, the previous years or so. So are you coming back the next year?
I should hope so, very much. Well, not me, because I shall retire, but the government certainly.
Yes. I mean, do you see, as a Chief Secretary, do you see the potential should actually be explored and put out there on the global map for people to know this is what Kerala is doing? That's the intention.
This time we are making a pitch. Next time, I think it's going to be people coming to see what it is that we have delivered.
Kerala's ambitious growth does not stop at biotechnology and also healthcare. In fact, the state has made significant strides, especially in the maritime corridor, which is boosting economic growth and trade. Central to this vision is the Vizhinjam port, which has started to be a game changer for India. To understand this better, we spoke to Dr. Jay Tilak, the Additional Chief Secretary of Finance, Government of Kerala. We've been seeing how Kerala has been talking about its maritime sector, right? You've been also talking about the Vizhinjam port. Now, that's the biggest headline. How has it become a significant game changer for Kerala?
Vizhinjam is not only the significant game changer for Kerala, it is going to become India's commercial gateway to the whole world. Okay. That's because Vizhinjam will be India's first and only deep water transshipment terminal.
What does this mean for India then? Or for that Southeast Asia that you're talking about?
Right now, if you want to ship your cargo, you need a port with a huge draft where big ships can come. These kind of ports are not available in India. Our cargo goes to ports like Dubai or Colombo for transshipment, and then it goes to the final destination. Can you imagine the revenue loss that we are undergoing? All these cargo will come to Vizhinjam. It moves into this mothership and it can go straight to the final destination. So we hope to save around 1,500 crores annually for the Indian exchequer.
Okay, that clearly is something which Kerala has done right down south, and in fact in terms of saving the money that you're talking about. But one question is, yes, Vizhinjam has been in the news for quite some time, and we've been seeing what Kerala government has been doing. On that front, if you could also highlight what Kerala government's initiatives have been for the maritime sector.
To fully leverage the potential of the Vizhinjam port, we need to ensure complete road and rail connectivity.
Yes, in terms of infrastructure was the question.
So the national highways is being widened, and it will be right up to Vizhinjam. Now the rail connectivity is an issue, so we are trying to connect the rail line from the port to the nearest rail line so that goods can come from anywhere in India right up to the port.
So any plans in terms of, it opens up for skill development also when something new that comes up with the state government. So what is in plan as far as the maritime shipping and logistics is concerned?
When 3 million TU units are transacted through the port in a year, you can imagine the explosion of activity that will take place. Trivandrum is now the capital city. It will soon become a commercial capital also of Kerala, with this huge opportunities available for logistics and for any other port-related development.
So we already see Vizhinjam in operation, and how soon is the skill development that we're talking about? Because time and again we've been talking about the migration of skilled workers, for that matter, here down south in Kerala, right? And what is that the government would be doing, especially to hold back the skilled workforce? How exactly are you all planning to develop that?
We are not only witnessing a holding back, we are also witnessing reverse migration. Okay. Those who have gone there, who have got experience in maritime trade, are looking at Vizhinjam as an excellent opportunity to be back to their hometown and to use all the skills that they have acquired globally.
Kerala, with its high Human Development Index and investor-friendly policies, is emerging as a prime destination for businesses. The state's focus on ease of doing business, including single-window clearance systems and streamlined regulations, has significantly boosted investor confidence. Kerala's active participation in the World Economic Forum at Davos has been pivotal in showcasing its potential as a global investment hub. By projecting opportunities in sectors like green energy, technology, AI, maritime, defense and tourism, Kerala is positioning itself as the gateway to sustainable and inclusive growth for the global business community.
See, Kerala, we have got human resources and natural and climate imbalance. See, now Delhi 0 and Kerala is 24.
So as far as Lulu is concerned, what's really the role there that you're looking at?
No, see, we are expanding in Kerala a lot. and we are going to start the biggest food processing in Kalamasheri in Kochi.
Yes.
Yeah, and we invested in hypermarkets, shopping malls, and hotels. And it's a potential state, and I'm very proud to be a Keralite.
So Kerala has the right ecosystem for biotechnology. I mean, you don't need, I would say hundreds or thousands of acres of land to set up companies in the biotechnology space. It is related to a lot of R&D, a lot of deep tech. So Kerala has the right ecosystem. It has the people are very innovative, highly talented workforce, and that workforce is there all over the world, creating great opportunities for themselves. I think they need to come back and create the same opportunities within the state. So I think it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And the current government is thinking about the right policies also to attract new investments and new companies, and also startups. A lot of startups are coming into the ecosystem. So I think the future looks good.
I should admit that we all know the great things about Kerala as a God's own country and the various tourism opportunities. But after meeting with the minister, I should admit the entire delegation were not aware of many things which Kerala has achieved. We just know it as 100% literacy state, but we didn't know about the advancement in AI. We didn't know about the advancement in quantum. We didn't know about the highest number of resorts in the country. It all speaks tourism. It all speaks volumes. So one of the reasons of our being here is how do we increase the bilateral trade between Switzerland and India. Second is the skill-based economy. So there are a lot of tech companies, there are a lot of tech which are interested to come.
Emerging.
Correct. And the third one is the startup economy. So we realize that Kerala has made some huge advancements in the startup economy. So startup ecosystem. So we'd be happy to be the ambassadors of this in the country of Switzerland, and the same vice versa.
Kerala is fast emerging as a hub of innovation and technological advancements, focusing on AI, robotics, and the startup ecosystem. Listen to this conversation with Mr. Mohammed Hanish, the Principal Secretary of Industries, Government of Kerala, on how Kerala is transforming. I would like to know about where Kerala is now showing its prowess in IT. We also recently saw how HCL opened up its first delivery center in Kochi.
That's right. Lots of IT companies have been coming over all over the state, and especially so in the designated IT parks as well. Now, global companies have been coming in. For instance, IBM opened up with just less than 50 staff members, and in 2 years' time, the number of staff members are verging on to 2,000. Similar is the case with several other global corporates as well. And we also find that there has been a greater emphasis on artificial intelligence and robotics, with ever so many startups coming in the wake. Kerala was the first state in the country to have a generative AI conclave conducted in association with IBM. And after that, the kind of emphasis that has been provided to AI and robotics and information technology sector in general in the industrial policy of 2023 has really promoted international companies, national companies, and lots of startups to actually spring up. And this has been reflected in the kind of interest that's been seen amongst the global majors here in Davos as well.
Right. I mean, usually when we talk about, startups, emerging startups and technologies, we've always spoken about be it Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. Now we see Kerala has been an emerging state right now. So where does Kerala stand in terms of, trying to attract its investments? What is your USP, if you could try and highlight that?
Apart from the usual slew of the incentives that have been provided as per the industrial policy of 2023 and the liberalization of the land rules as well, which amongst the incentives we have the total complete state GST reimbursement and 10% of the capital investment being given as incentive, and if locals are employed, 50% of the salary would be given by the government, and so on and so forth. Apart from that, it's about the kind of ecosystem that's been created as a result of the interplay of research and development institutions, college campuses, and also startups.
What is exactly the government doing to retain that skilled workforce? How are you trying to, tell the youngsters that you will have to stay back or you have to stay back? What is the kind of ecosystem that Kerala government is creating?
if you can have almost a replica of the kind of working conditions that you have in countries abroad, here in this country or the state of ours as well, why can't people come back? So what we have done is, after 10 years or 15 years of being an international, professional, thereafter, with the kind of, the entry of such international companies into our midst, these youngsters, young men and women, talented young men and women, come back to the state and strive to create an ecosystem of theirs wherein the same work culture can be followed with the great facility of being in your home place as well. That enhances the productivity. That also sees to it that the social balance is kept intact as far as the family lives are concerned.
Right. Also, one last question I would like to ask you. Nearly after 19 years, that is after 2 decades, we see a Kerala pavilion right here in Davos.
Swarming with investors, I should say. We never had a dull moment. Every minute was actually occupied by investor after investor, and that was substantive proposals are coming in. The result of which can be seen in the Invest Kerala Global Summit on 21st and 22nd February 2025 in Kochi. Most of these people have been invited here. We expect to be present in Kochi.
Here we are at the shuts out for the closing lunch ceremony of the World Economic Forum, and also we are joined in by Minister Rajiv, the Industries Minister for Government of Kerala, and he will of course be interacting with some of the officials at the closing ceremony right here. Also, more importantly, talking to us here on Times Television Network in terms of where Kerala is now returning to India. So if you could tell us more about what have been your takeaways all the way in the last 3 to 4 days.
Actually, today is the end of the WEF 2025, and for Kerala, this is the beginning. We are coming here after a long time, and this is first time we are opening a pavilion. And during the last 3-4 days, we could meet more than 50 corporates and investors, and also we had meetings with 4 delegations. Bahrain Minister or Industries, Finance, and also Sustainable Development came to Kerala Pavilion, and we had a very fruitful meeting, and they have agreed or gave consent for the participation in the Invest Kerala Global Summit, which is being held on February 21st, 22nd in Kochi. It's a very fruitful interaction with the investors. They are ready to invest in the state of Kerala. I think we could show the world the first time in the history Kerala is visible to the state of Kerala. Kerala is ready. That is the major achievement of the Kerala delegation while participating in this summit.
And also, with all that you've spoken about, could you also tell us that which are the biggest investment sectors that you have been looking at, and what have you been able to succeed in terms of that?
Actually, these more than 50 one-to-one meetings, the focus on IT-based industries and medical device industries, logistic, and also maritime sector. Very good response from the investors, and they are ready to come to Kerala. And the potential of Vizhinjam and the potential of the newly coming industrial smart city at Palakkad and the potential of Kochi, all things can be visualized during our deliberations. I think very good result would be there after coming days.
Last question to you, and like how you said, this is just the beginning for Kerala, right? At the World Economic Forum, is Kerala going to come back once again to the world stage?
Not only for that, we are working on a timely based as a follow-up of these meetings and other web program. We are going to attend that program also, and as a preparatory program of the coming Invest Summit Global Summit of the Kerala, we had already convened more than 40 meetings within 3-4 months, and this is a part of a roadshow. We could showcase the potential of the state of Kerala to the world, and we should continue this relationship. And then after getting this white badge, actually Kerala got the opportunity for connect with the corporates. Then we can utilize that for inviting them to the state of Kerala to invest and also create more employment opportunities.
As we wrap up, Kerala's presence at the World Economic Forum is not just about a comeback but a statement of intent. In fact, the state's concerted efforts to drive investments and also drive innovation does talk about a bigger future for the state of Kerala. Signing off from Davos, this is Srija for Times Network.